let's talk about your energy management. A lot of people wonder why they wake up feeling tired, or wonder why they're not sleeping well at night, or wonder why they're having crashes in the middle of the day, or have a hard time falling asleep. I mean, it literally runs the entire cycle of the day, right? When we talk about energy and how you're actually feeling. And when you have, you got a job that you got to attend to, you got kids you got to look after, you have a spouse and partners that need you at your best. I mean, energy is going to be everything. That's going to be the way you show up in the world, right? Your energy. You're leading teams, you're leading people, you have people that rely on you. Your energy is your value. That's what you're offering to them. That's what you're giving the world, right? So let's talk about energy. And I want to think of it in 3 separate facets. I want to think about energy and how it relates to nutrition. I want to talk about energy and how it relates to movement. I want to talk about energy and how it relates to your psychology, your mindset, your mental health, your mental wellness. Those are the 3 kind of main blocks I can talk about. So when I'm working with someone, they're telling me about, their energy levels. Okay, that's one of the biggest, most common goals for people when I start working with them. I ask them, what are your top 3 goals? If you look up in 12 weeks from now, 3 months, and what's different? 60% of the time, people are like, I want to have more energy. So this is a big problem we need to address. And one of the first things I look at if I hear that is, what's your nutrition regimen? What's your routine when it comes to eating? What are you eating? When are you eating it? And how is it making you feel? And then there's other things like caffeine and stuff like that we'll get into, water intake. But just what type of foods are you eating? So we can think about how you grocery shop. Let's just start there. Do you grocery shop? How many times a week are you eating out? The more you eat out, the less kind of control, or the less you're going to be able, the less knowledge and information you have to be able to change how you're actually feeling when you eat, the type of foods you eat, because you don't have control over the ingredients, right? That makes sense. So if you're grocery shopping, I want you to think about staying around the outside of the grocery store. You might have heard this, but what does that actually look like? You're going to start with your fruits and vegetables in the produce section. Start there. And you're going to roll around to the seafood and meat section. You're going to get yourself some lean proteins. Well, let's step back to the fruits and vegetables, right? These are going to be our micronutrients. These are your B vitamins, your K vitamins, your folic acid, your potassium. These are the things that give you energy, to actually help your muscles move, helps your brain have the nutrients it needs to process thoughts, and your neurons to have what they need to send signals back and forth, right? I mean, that's literally right there, the first stop in your grocery store. Then you go to the meat section, the proteins. That's going to be what actually fuels your muscles, protein, and keeps you full long enough to not let your energy drop and have the neurological stress hormones that are going to make you feel that dip in energy. And then you're going to make your way around to things like yogurt and almond milk, or whatever kind of milk you want to drink, right? Then you make your way around to, maybe you pass through another fruit section or something, on the other side of the grocery store. The point is, don't avoid boxed and bagged foods as much as possible. If you want to boost your energy, eat foods that don't come in a box or a bag. And then timing of food. So you're going to eat foods that have more food volume and less calories. So that means you'll probably need to eat more often. I have some of my clients start a timer after you eat. And every 3 hours, I want you to think about eating. Every 2 hours, I want you to think and prepare for your next meal before you get too hungry. Follow those tips when it comes to nutrition. That's going to help you actually keep your energy levels sustained throughout the day instead of high and crash. Caffeine intake, do it first thing in the morning as early as possible. Try to avoid caffeine in the afternoon. Keep your water going while you drink water before and after your caffeine. If you want to add a squeeze of half a lemon in, that's going to boost you even more. So now let's talk about movement when it comes to energy. We need energy to move, and movement helps us have energy. It's cyclical, it's synergistic. So First thing in the morning, you've heard it, start with some movement. Okay, so get moving. That could be like a 30-second stretch. It could be just a good morning stretch, touch your toes or reach for your toes. That actually is going to set yourself up for more energy throughout your entire day. Bonus if you do a 5-minute stretch or yoga session or even a meditation. Sometimes stillness can actually boost your energy more than movement can. And then, of course, exercise and working out, right? Your body, if you're not moving much, your body has a low energy requirement. So there's no wonder you're going to feel low energy, right? Introduce more movement into your day, into your week, and now your energy demand is higher. You'll be able to eat more foods without gaining up more weight. And that's going to help increase your energy. It's like charging a battery. It's going to charge your battery. Movement charges your battery. And of course, there are things that you can do while you work out, like make sure you start with a good warm-up to transition your brain from whatever you were doing before, work or sitting at home or just waking up, into your movement. Do some strength training that's going to help boost your metabolism, and then finish with the finisher, I like to call them, that gets your heart rate up and kind of just pushes you out to actually boost your energy for the rest of the day and for up to a day or two after that. So movement, if you're not moving enough, introduce a little bit more movement gradually, and that's going to charge your batteries for more energy, and you will feel it, right? If you've exercised before and you've been successful at it, you know what that feels like, right? Getting that energy from your movement. And the third thing I want to talk about is the psychology of movement, right? The psychology of energy. It's in your head, right? Our brains control the rest of our bodies, right? Energy, our brains, every thought you have, every movement is an expression of energy, right? It takes energy to move your muscles. It takes energy for thoughts to happen. There's an electric signal that jumps across from one neuron to the next. So energy is literally in your mind. And I want you to think about channeling energy through your thoughts, right? So even just mantras that you have, right? Like I do meditations every Thursday at 7 a.m. live on my social media. We sit still, but honestly, in sitting still and working on our mind, our brains, and the mantras we say and the things that we think about and repeat saying actually boost your energy for the rest of the day, because it clears out things that aren't serving you. And it cultivates, we water the things that actually serve us, right? So if you're a meditation person, or if you're a planner, a thinker, a writer, right? You like to write things down, write first thing in the morning. If you like to read the Bible, or if you like to pray first thing in the morning, do those things, right? Energy is in your mind just as much as it's in your body. So I want you to think about energy in those three ways, right? What am I doing nutritionally? What am I doing movement-wise? And how am I cultivating having good energy in my brain and my mind? If you start to get these three things down synergistically, you will feel more energy. You'll be feeling better. You'll be eating better. You'll be hitting your goals. And you'll no longer have an energy problem. You'll have an energy problem, but it'll be too much energy, right? How do I calm down and do the things I need to do and preserve this good energy that I have?